What's up, bouquets? How are we doing today? It's your girl Enchantress, the Gypsy Lotus of Uniqueness, and I am back with another How the Lotus Bloom, where I give you the raw, the radiance, and real moments that shaped my healing journey, and showing you how I went from a caterpillar to a beautiful butterfly that you see here today. Now, it wouldn't be the How the Lotus Bloom, it wouldn't be the raw and real moments if I did not even show you the real raw and real moments. So I unintentionally could not get in front of this camera for a couple weeks. Every time I've tried, I just was not connected. Reason being, something happened a couple weeks ago that, interestingly enough, I feel like I was just talking about something like it. And it's so funny that I made the boundaries video and things like that, and a boundary got tried so hard again. And even though I'm in the midst of it, and even though I'm still healing through it, I refuse for it to take my power. So I'm here in front of this camera. So let me just tell you how I noticed that this was even taking my power. I noticed it was taking my power because before this situation happened, I had just talked about um, trying to be in my feminine power, and because if you know me, I am very, I can be masculine if I want to. While I lean into my masculine side. Okay. Um, so I was trying to be more on my feminine side and like make sure, actually get dressed and be, not fully done because I don't wear makeup, but like my definition of fully done, and make sure, everywhere I go, I'm still, even if I am just running errands, I'm gonna put on full outfit just to run errands, like really making sure that I'm being um my true self. The thing about fall, being my true self, and finding what that divine feminine really is for myself. And after this situation, I went right back to sweatpants, hoodies. I was being more conscious of, um, like I said, if I'm running errands, I might throw on bonnet. But I was stopping that. So once I had stopped, I stopped. But not once I stopped, and then the situation kind of got me back into that shame and just trying to hide and not be seen. And to me, for not to be seen or to hide myself, I'm gonna put on a hoodie. I'm gonna try to cover up myself as much as possible, um, because of how I was feeling. I didn't want nobody to see me, even though it's so weird because it's like, if you're not, nobody is actually truly invisible, but me putting on a hoodie and things make me feel like I'm covering myself in the world. But even like the last time I tried to record this, I think I had a hoodie on when I was trying to record it. Now, granted, the hoodie did have something like on it that was uplifting to me, but it still was a hoodie. So now I came out here today. I did bring my cardigan because I thought it was really colder, but and it still take me fall, so I don't want to get too caught up in wearing the sundress. But I said no, I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna reclaim my power. Like I'm done trying to hide. I'm done trying to hide. I'm done trying to. I'm just done trying to hide. I'm done feeling shame for other people's decisions because that's the big one. Something somebody else did made me feel bad. So how would I be me if um there would be no purpose of my business, brand, anything if I did not give y'all the actual moments. If I didn't show you when I say it gets messy before it gets magical, this is exactly what I mean. Like I'm literally in the thick of it. I'm in the midst of feeling this right now. I can't. It's so funny because I was just thinking about how, like, even me in my beginning of my spiritual journey or healing journey, I'm listening to people and I'm taking advice from people that I don't even have, like, don't even know their journey, don't even know what they've been through to certify them. Not to say like they're not certified or they didn't give me good advice, whatever, because obviously they still were. But it's just interesting that I'm even thinking to take the approach of no, let me show you, like, how healing really go, and let me show you that like I actually healed myself. Like I'm telling you things because I've been through these things from my own point of view. I've seen how these situations play out. I've lived it, you know? And even if I haven't lived it, I'm still coming from a place of understanding how things go, how life goes. So, because of this situation, there's so many things I want to talk about. So many things I want to talk about. But I think I'm gonna start with um reclaiming your power after somebody um disrespects your no, because I needed to be very clear that no is a complete sentence. Okay, in any capacity, no is a complete sentence. So like I said, I'm in the thick of it now, so I'm trying not to overshare or dump or put too many um yeah. So I'm sure we've all been in situations, because it doesn't even have to be just that situation for me, because even that the situation technically has just reopened other wounds and things of that nature. But um and even in not this type of situation, I feel like y'all kind of context through between lines. Most women will know what I mean by somebody disrespecting their nose. Um, and that should tell you what I'm talking about. And um, even more, even though I hate that it's not talked about a lot with men, but men have been disrespected and things like that too. So both men and women have or can be taken advantage of. Okay. So, and it doesn't even have to be in a sexual way. Okay. A no can be no to an agreement, no to this contract, no to anything. When people disrespect your no in any capacity, because you saying no to something is you setting a boundary on something. And when they don't respect that boundary, they're disrespecting your power. They're trying to take your power away from your own decisions. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. Let me retake that back. But it is still uh, um a try on your power. It is them trying to take your power from the situation, because they're trying to act like that your power, your boundary does not matter. And it's I feel like I have to talk about it in the sense of sexual advantages, because it's more of my point getting across. But because that's kind of the most. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say it's the most vulnerable you could be, but that's a vulnerable place to take advantage of somebody. It's a real. So, like I said, I'm literally in the thick of it. Y'all know me. I can sit here and look at the camera, and I can usually, yes, I might look around while I'm telling stories, but I'm still gonna do this. But me having these like long stares to the side is really me healing and trying to work through it, like while I'm trying to talk to y'all. So, so I'm just gonna talk about the reclaiming the power from the no, not even the pain of the no being disrespected. So it's interestingly enough, in the video that I made about my vulnerability, I was already hinting at something like this happening in high school. It was just a whole different play out. And then in the boundaries video, I was talking about how once I knew that, even though I just set that boundary and even having that thing, I knew my boundaries was going to get tested more. And so it was like a double win, because my boundaries got tested more. And it was basically that same situation coming up again with my boundaries being tested. So, um, even though like nothing actually happened a couple weeks ago. I'm not say actually happened, but like it wasn't. My no did stay no. Let me say that. But people were trying to still change my mind about the no, and then the forcing of the change in my mind was what was anyway. Because like for what? But sorry, y'all. I do throw humor in trauma, which I'm sure a lot of us do. But oh, this is so uncomfortable. I'm trying to really wait. Okay, so in high school when my nose got disrespected, um, it's so funny because in high school when my nose got disrespected, it just turned to a rumor instead, and then now rumors and lies going around. Um, that's when I felt the most like that's why I'm able to recognize my pattern now because I remember what I did or I realized what I did back then because I am actively healing. Like so, I knew back then I did go into let me think. How was I dressing? I might not have like did the whole sweatpants and hoodie thing, but I know in my mind I did not want to be seen. I remember like in high school, I would like literally go mute for certain days. Like I did. I remember people trying to get me to talk, and I'm just no like because in my head, like I just did not want nobody to know me, talk to me, see me. Like in my mind, me going mute was me being invisible. Like I did not want no type of attention, right? And um in college I didn't even have the power to say no. So like there were well no, let me not say that because there were moments where I really and even that like this situation kind of revoked something else where I really did have to realize like oh my god I actually got um great and it's so interesting how like the mind I couldn't allow myself back then to have that realization because of who it was. It was like, and most of the time when you think of that act, you think violent, and it really don't even have to be that violent. Really, as soon as you had said no, as soon as there was no I'm drawing a blank now. Basically, as soon as you said no, that should have been the end of it. And the fact that it wasn't, the fact that you're actively saying no and people are still, and then it's like, because this is somebody you were in love with at one point, you did, because you have done this before, but I'm not, yeah. So you don't think of it as that because it's like, okay, just because we have, and you weren't violent, or maybe you really thought you changed my mind, but like, no, no. If I'm just laying there, like if I'm already acting dead. Anyway, yeah. So in college, it was kind of like in a weird way, I told myself I deserved that. Basically. In college, I thought that was just what I deserved, and um, it's so funny because high school nothing even happened. High school nothing actually happened. The rumors and people acting as if things actually happened, even though I didn't let those things happen, and then the people even trying to have those things happen was just like, oh, like, no. But I felt shame for something I haven't even done. And my power was taken away from something that wasn't even true, from lies. And because it continued happening, and it in a way it actually did happen in college. It's like, oh, I deserved it. So that's just what I am. I'm only um I'm only as worthy as how attractive I am in that category. I'm only worthy. That's the most love I deserve. That's the most physical affection I deserve, basically. That's all I'm good with. And now, years later, after healing all that, and then now I am able to say no, and no, I really don't want to do certain things, and then it get tried again. Like, granted, was able to stand on my no, but you still have that. I still left, and even though I am more spiritually aware and I know how to heal, and I know better to let my mind um think these thoughts, it still happens naturally. Like, why do people try me? Why is it my no gets disrespected? Why is it when I'm the one who finally says no, it seems, because this is what it feels like in that moment. It feels like, well, like I'm the only person in the world that experiences this. It feels like, again, I'm maybe I am new to setting boundaries, or maybe I don't say no that often. But damn, like when I do, why can't nobody respect that? Why does it get ignored? Why can't nobody listen to that? And that's not my fucking job. Is I'm done taking the responsibility for other people's actions. I said fucking no. Motherfuckers want to try to change my mind or force something else to happen when I've already said no. You're weird. Didn't your mama tell you consent? It was the consent word. Why the fuck I couldn't think of consent? If you don't know nothing about consent, once the no was there, why the fuck are we trying to change the mind? Why are we trying to force? Why are you pulling me? Why? Why? Why are we doing all the extra? And it's like, I allowed you. This happened basically probably now a month ago now, and I have not recorded the video in a month because I've just felt so disgusted. I felt so like, girl, you just was talking about boundaries and somebody tried you. Now, granted, I still had my boundary though, so like I couldn't even. And it's so crazy because even in the midst of that, I should be proud of myself because I did finally say no, and I actually stuck to my no. And like the old me would have, in the midst of somebody trying to do all that extra, I probably would have changed my mind because you're doing all the extra. Like, all right, bro, like, god damn, here, like, come on. But no, like I said no, and I really mean that. And please get the fuck away from me, like, and stop trying to grab me. Like, no, I meant no. And it's just, I did analyze the situation because I do know how people victim blame, and this is what my mind does. So it's like, did I deserve that? Did I put myself in a position for my no to get tried? Like, should I have known that that was going to be asked? I mean, even if it got asked, did I know that my no was going to get challenged? Or that should I have been prepared? Should I have just not complete, like, if you knew you didn't want to be around that or be in that type of situation, should I have not gone at all? Like, should I avoid all men now just because motherfuckers can't take rejection? Like, what? These are the things going through my mind, and I can't. Usually, I try to give y'all the, like I went through this and this how I grew from it and da da da. I can't even give y'all that because I'm truly in the thick of it right now. All I could tell you is that right now I'm fighting back. Like I said, I refused. I'm in the dress. I'm putting myself together to get on camera. Not even just to get on camera, to feel like myself again, because you're not taking that power away from me. The power that I fought so hard to even have, you're not gonna get it back that easily from me. So sorry. And even if I don't feel, even if right now my life feels like a lot of darkness, I've been proven and just seen it so many times, and I have been in this position before, and felt this low before, to know that there's light somewhere. If it, even if I can't see it, there's a lit, glimmer, light, tunnel, something somewhere, because there is sunshine again at the end of this. Like, it's not gonna always feel like this. It's not gonna always be this heavy. I was so worried about possibly getting up here and end up crying, but I'm not even crying. But and even if I did, so what? Like, that's the point. Like, I said the raw and the real. This is the raw and the real. Like, it's not always easy to talk about some of these situations. I'm not the only person who has been taken advantage of. I'm not the only person who's has been disrespected, but I'm not letting that be my story. I'm not letting that be the only thing about me. And oh my God, I won't be a victim forever. I won't be, I'm not allowing that to take my power. So all I can say really right now is the reclaiming my power. I'm fighting the fuck back. Anything that's challenging my thoughts, anything that's making me feel less than, I'm fighting the fuck back and I'm refusing for it to take my power. And I'm going to talk about it. And I was so scared to talk about it, or I get worried about talking about it because I'm oh, people judge me, or people think this or that. Fuck anybody else's opinion, honestly. And I also feel in a way I got to protect other people. I don't get what the fuck am I protecting other people when they clearly did not give a fuck about trying to keep me safe or make me feel protected. The fuck, you just fucking disrespected my fucking no, and I'm supposed to be trying to protect you? Fuck that. I ain't gonna say your name at the fucking top of my lungs, but what am I trying to protect? Y'all don't even know who the fuck I'm talking about in anything I talked about because y'all don't even know me. Like, sorry, but I feel like if you in my mouth, tell me to calm down. But yeah, like I'm reclaiming my power by doing little things each day to make sure I keep myself first. I'm reclaiming my power by not letting this consume me, not getting stuck in the thoughts, not letting me allowing myself to really feel like it's my fault. I'm even forgiving the person because they don't deserve. They don't. They not listen. Let me not say they don't deserve nothing, but they don't. I'm forgiving them for myself because not forgiving them is allowing them to still have power. And I'm still working on forgiveness, so I don't even know if I'm the right person to talk about forgiveness for real, for real. Yeah, because I'm still. But I'm not even. I don't hold grudges though. It's just maybe I do because but I know I'm not like, oh my God, is that mosquito bite? Wait a minute. But I don't yeah, I'm not what am I talking about? I'm not I'm not hiding myself for anybody anymore. I'm not um I'm not going against my purpose in life just because my story is ugly. I'm not even ugly because my story not ugly. I mean, it got ugly parts, but do I look ugly? But yeah, I might not be my normal self right now. I might not be as like glowing and radiant as I appear to be at times. Um, but that's because it's heavy right now, y'all. I'm really in the thick of trying to work through certain things, certain emotions. In regards to that, uh, I am still shedding, I guess, shame from even the past experience where I wasn't able to get out of it. And uh I'm nurturing a little girl that couldn't say no before. I'm still nurturing her, even though she did say no now. I'm still nurturing her and nurturing her power and um yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all as far as how the lotus bloom. I am still in the thick of trying to bloom. But just because somebody disrespects you, no, do not let them have the power. Don't give up your power. Reclaim your power. No matter what it takes, fight back each day, 1%, 1 foot forward, even if you have to pick your leg up by both your hands to place it in front of you. Fight back. And I know it's easier said than done, and I'm not here to make it seem easy. That's why I'm even telling y'all, like, I don't even necessarily have true advice, but I know next time I talk about this situation, I won't be just down in the dumps. I know next time I talk about this, I will be able to give you real better advice. Like, okay, boom, I did this, that, and the third. And even then, when I give my advice, when I'm trying to tell y'all, okay, this is how I got through something, I'm still not trying to tell you that you have to do it just like that. Everybody's healing journey and the way people heal is always going to be different. Now, I have healed in many different ways from many different things, so that's why I um try to give my advice, and I feel like that's what a lot of the world is even needing right now, is the healing, is my raw radiant moments, because you're not alone. And I know with me in my own life, I felt like a lot of the things I went through when I was going through them, my first thing will always be, nobody's going to understand me. I'm going through this alone. Nobody knows what this feels like. And the whole time, boy, are you wrong, because even if people, even like, and it's so crazy because it's interesting because, like I said, like, a lot of people, especially in the day of social media, a lot of people aren't talking about their losses and their down times. Everybody's only talking about all the good things that are happening in their life. Nobody talks about the bad times, but I am. I'm going to talk about the bad. I'm going to talk about the good. I'm going to talk about in the in between time. I'm going to talk about everything, the crap, the crevices. I'm going to talk about everything, the love, the hate, the rage, the happiness. I'm going to talk about it all because that's what the world needs. And the only way I feel like I would trust somebody to heal me is that I know that they've done it for themselves. The same way I wouldn't want no hairstyle. Not, because I know there are hairstylists that are, but I wouldn't want no hairstylist that's bald. I need my hairstylist to have their hair down their back because I want my hair down their back. You feel me? Like, I wouldn't want I wouldn't want an uneducated teacher. Like, how am I teaching y'all to heal and I haven't healed? Who the fuck am I to tell y'all how to heal if I ain't did it myself? If I can't take my own advice. So yeah, I'm here to help the people who always felt like they could never be seen, feel seen, because that's me. I'm helping everybody find their own unique ability because I want everybody to realize that uniqueness is their superpower, not just mine. Your own individuality is your superpower. You were already made perfect when you made it to this earth. When God created you, you were already made perfect in His image, in His life. I'm running into other stuff, but yeah, this is just really, y'all. It gets messy before it gets magical. Healing is not a linear thing. It goes through ups and downs, and even though I know how to heal, it still gets heavy, if not heavier for me sometimes, because I know how to do it, and God's gonna make sure I really do what I have to do every single time. So yeah, I thank y'all for sitting with me today and getting through that with me, because I am actively sitting through that. And yeah, I can't wait to see y'all on the other side of this. Peace.